Hey guys, what's up? Culprit here again, and I wanted to give you a quick video because there's some pretty exciting news brewing. Nothing confirmed as per usual, but there seems to be a big Battlefield 3 announcement coming out next week. How do I know this? Well, some of the DICE developers have been kind of hinting in some innuendo via Twitter that next week could be possibly a big week. And we have some developers posting about, play testing the DLC. That's already been confirmed, so they're testing something. I still don't understand why they can't tell us anything about it. Let's hope it's so super spectacular that they wanted to keep it secret, which I think is silly. But anyway, and there are other developers. I will try to supply the links. If not, I'll just link you in the description to a news article that kind of covers it all too. Another developer talking about that he has a feeling that next week is going to be a pretty big week, and it's obvious that he's trying to muffle his words. Obviously he's not released from EA to announce anything, but he's trying to get people excited. Now, word of caution, DICE has trolled us before. They've kind of done this, and then it's been nothing. About a month ago, they said there would be a super announcement at this New York conference, and it turned out to be, the corporate suits guys announcing, a mobile game. It was ridiculous. They totally trolled us. I kind of have a feeling that they thought something might be announced there, and then the last minute it wasn't. It doesn't matter. So let's hope that it's something big. Let's hope it's, at the very least, the timeline on a patch and the DLC, and some details about it. It's time for details. I'm really thinking they've got to have this patch out soon. I love this game, but it's dying. If you just look at the server numbers and you look at the lack of just play, I mean, it's just everybody's just playing like a bunch of retards. They really are. And I think the good players are now just going over to the other side. Can't beat them, join them. So they grab the USAS frag or what have you. It's really frustrating to find a good game these days. I do have a video coming about a really cool new server that just started. That'll be in the next day or two. So look forward to that. Help kind of ease some of the frustrations. But back to the point. Let's hope there's a nice announcement next week. I forget what conference it is, but whenever it's going on, I guess there's I don't remember. There's something going on next week in the industry, and they expect to make some big announcements. And they've specifically hinted around at big announcements. So I gotta figure it's gotta at least be the patch date and some DLC announcement. It's got to be. Otherwise, they're just killing us. I mean, I feel like the high school girl that's just begging for this guy to love me, because I am so in love with this game, and I just don't feel like this game loves me back, and it's super frustrating. It's like I made another post. I'm begging to spend more money on this game, and it's like they're just not letting me. For whatever reason, it just makes absolutely no sense that you would ship this big of a title, actually deliver on a lot of what you said, obviously be right there to take over COD, because let's face it, Modern Warfare 3 is a huge failure. Not in sales. I mean, they obviously sold more games than anybody ever has, but I mean, we all can agree, anybody who plays this genre, the Modern Warfare 3 is huge. It's just a dud. And Battlefield 3 really could have taken the throne, or at least pulled neck and neck with them for the next, for moving forward. And they too are dropping the ball just through support, and it's a shame. So I just wanted to get that message out to you guys and let you know that there is something brewing. They're kind of getting the feeling that there's been a lot of innuendo through back channels, through, guys that run some community sites and whatnot that have direct links to employees and developers at DICE, that they are not happy with how things are going either. That they're being muted by EA, not being allowed to release anything for whatever reason. Who knows what motivates a lot of these corporate companies? Why? I don't know. Companies don't like to disseminate information. That's usually just a cardinal rule. And apparently, DICE is getting frustrated, but there's nothing they can do. EA put tons of money in. They own it. They're the boss, and it's just like any job where you're working for somebody. You don't have to like it. You just gotta do it. Now, I'm hoping that last week when they were threatened to black out, and it was quite a bit of an uproar in the community. Let's hope that maybe I'm pretty sure that DICE noticed, and DICE is trying to change and trying to improve. Just time out a second. Right in here, there was some problem with my recording. I don't know if it was lag messed up my recording. My recording causes some lag, but that's why that was all very choppy, and I did crazy things because I'm missing a couple seconds, here and there. I had to mesh it back together, but that's what that looks so bizarre. Yeah, you get the feeling that DICE is trying to improve communications. You get the feeling that DICE would really like to be updating this more often. I was talking to someone else on Twitter the other day, and it makes no sense why you would hold off for the first major DLC coming Easter time, springtime. once the weather changes, people are gone. You know, right now we're captive for most of the world, most of the FPS playing society. We're inside. We want to play. I mean, they should have had this game drop it in October, and they should have had monthly maps and guns, at least for 4 or 5 months. You know, that should have been from the plan from the get-go, and just every month, and you could have doubled your revenues just from the DLC alone, and we all would have done it, because we're home, the weather's bad, we're inside. I just don't get why it's taken them so long, and now they're gonna drop it at the end of March or something. Well, I'm not gonna kid, I'm gonna buy it, but how much am I gonna play it? Like, once it gets nice, I'm outside, I got kids, I got friends, I got other hobbies, guys. I don't just play Battlefield 3. I do play it an unhealthy amount, but I do other things too. So here's the hope in that, they're gonna come out next week and saying that the patch is coming the next week, and maybe DLC is 2 or 3 weeks down the pipeline. We're probably looking at around Easter. So let's just hope, and maybe it's something so spectacular that I'll be making a video next week, basically apologizing for being so negative on them. But it's I've been taught to be that way in this business, in this industry, and so often we're let down, and very rarely are we surprised. But anyway, I want to get you a quick little vid, because I was pretty excited by the news regardless, and I am looking forward to next week. I know I'm probably setting myself up for heartbreak, but, I really can't help it. So, hopefully, it all pans out, and we'll be celebrating next week, guys. Thanks for listening. Take care.